The Atlantic Ocean, a place of beauty and power, is a vast expanse that holds many secrets. Its serene waves and breathtaking sunsets can quickly transform into scenes of chaos and destruction. This majestic body of water can also be a breeding ground for fearsome storms where tranquility gives way to turmoil. In early October 2024, a tropical disturbance formed off the coast of Africa. This seemingly innocuous weather pattern began to show signs of something much more menacing. As it moved westward, it gained strength, fueled by the warm ocean waters. The disturbance evolved rapidly, drawing energy from the sea and growing in intensity. This storm, soon to be named Hurricane Milton, grew into a formidable Category 3 hurricane. Its swirling clouds and powerful winds were a testament to nature's raw power. It set its sights on the southeastern United States, with Florida directly in its path. The projected path showed a direct hit, causing widespread concern. Fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of millions as Milton approached. The news of the impending storm spread quickly, and the reality of the situation began to sink in. The National Hurricane Center issued dire warnings, emphasizing the potential for catastrophic damage. Meteorologists tracked the storm's every move, providing updates and urging caution. They urged residents to prepare for the worst. Emergency services and local authorities worked tirelessly to ensure that everyone was informed and ready. Coastal communities braced for impact. People boarded up windows, stocked up on supplies, and made plans to evacuate. The sense of urgency was palpable. Families packed their belongings into cars, and traffic jams became a common sight as people fled to safer areas. Streets that were once bustling with activity became eerily empty. The tension was palpable as the storm drew nearer. The calm ocean before the storm was a stark contrast to the anxiety that filled the air. The calm before the storm was a time of reflection and resolve. Families sat together, preparing mentally for what was to come, finding strength in each other. Floridians knew they had weathered storms before. The state had a long history of facing hurricanes, and the people had learned to be resilient. They would face this one with the same resilience. Communities came together, helping each other prepare and finding hope in their shared strength and determination. On October 9, 2024, Hurricane Milton made landfall near Fort Myers, Florida. The storm had been brewing for days, gaining strength over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and by the time it reached the coast, it had transformed into a monstrous force of nature. It brought with it 125-mile-per-hour winds, torrential rain, and a storm surge that swallowed coastlines. The sheer power of the wind uprooted trees and sent debris flying through the air, while the relentless rain turned streets into rivers. The storm's impact was immediate and devastating. Buildings crumbled under the pressure, and entire neighborhoods were left unrecognizable. The coastline, once a serene and beautiful landscape, was now a scene of utter destruction. Palm trees bowed to the ground, their fronds stripped bare by the wind. These iconic symbols of Florida's tropical beauty were now twisted and broken, a testament to the storm's fury. Power lines snapped like twigs, plunging cities and towns into darkness. The loss of electricity added to the chaos, leaving residents without light, communication, or the ability to call for help. The storm surge, a wall of water pushed ashore by the hurricane's force, proved particularly destructive. It swept away everything in its path, from cars to entire buildings, leaving a trail of devastation. It inundated coastal areas, flooding homes and businesses. The water rose quickly, trapping people in their homes and causing widespread panic. Cars bobbed like toys in the rising water. Vehicles that were once safe in driveways and streets were now floating hazards, carried away by the relentless surge. The relentless rain only added to the deluge, overwhelming drainage systems and turning streets into rivers. The water had nowhere to go, and it continued to rise, causing even more damage. The sounds of the storm were deafening: the howling wind, the crashing waves, the creaking of strained structures. It was a symphony of destruction that echoed through the night, a constant reminder of the storm's power. Amidst the chaos, a sense of disbelief hung in the air. Residents emerged from their homes to survey the damage, their faces etched with shock and sorrow. The aftermath of Hurricane Milton was a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable and devastating power. Hurricane Milton's winds tore through Florida, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Roofs were peeled back like tin cans, exposing homes to the elements. Walls crumbled, unable to withstand the relentless pressure. The storm's fury spared no one. Families huddled together in fear as their homes, their sanctuaries, were ripped apart around them. The aftermath of the wind's assault was a scene of utter devastation. Debris littered the streets. Shattered glass, splintered wood, twisted metal. Trees, once symbols of strength and beauty, lay uprooted and broken. The air was thick with the smell of salt water, wet wood, and the faint but unmistakable odor of natural gas. The storm had passed, but its impact would be felt for months, even years to come. As if Hurricane Milton's winds and rain weren't enough, the storm spawned several tornadoes across the state. These twisters, with their unpredictable paths and ferocious winds, added another layer of danger to an already perilous situation. They touched down with little warning, ripping through neighborhoods and leaving behind pockets of even greater destruction. One tornado tore through a mobile home park, tossing trailers aside like children's toys. Another ripped the roof off a grocery store, sending shoppers scrambling for cover. The tornadoes, though short-lived, left their mark on the landscape and in the memories of those who witnessed their fury. They served as a stark reminder of nature's raw power and the importance of heeding warnings. Section 5. Angels in the Storm Rescue and Relief. Even as Hurricane Milton raged, heroes emerged from the storm's chaos. First responders, many of whom had evacuated their own families, selflessly put themselves in harm's way to help others. They navigated flooded streets in rescue boats, searching for those trapped in their homes. They provided medical aid to the injured and comfort to the frightened. The National Guard arrived with heavy equipment to clear debris and assist with search and rescue efforts. Volunteers, their hearts filled with compassion, flocked to shelters to offer food, water, and a shoulder to cry on. Amidst the devastation, the spirit of humanity shone brightly. Neighbors helped neighbors. Strangers offered comfort to strangers. The outpouring of support was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Section 6. Rebuilding lives, picking up the pieces. In the wake of Hurricane Milton, the long and arduous task of rebuilding began. The storm had left a trail of devastation, uprooting lives and shattering dreams. Families returned to their homes, many finding them damaged beyond repair. The sight of shattered windows, collapsed roofs, and waterlogged interiors was heart-wrenching. The stench of mold and mildew filled the air as people sorted through their belongings, trying to salvage what little they could. Precious memories in the form of photographs and heirlooms were often lost to the floodwaters. The emotional toll of the storm was immeasurable. Tears were shed, and hearts were heavy as neighbors consoled each other amidst the destruction. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, set up disaster relief centers, providing assistance to those who had lost their homes or businesses. These centers became beacons of hope, offering not just financial aid but also emotional support. Insurance adjusters descended upon the area, assessing the damage and beginning the process of filing claims. Their presence was a reminder that recovery, though slow, was possible. Construction crews arrived with heavy equipment, ready to begin the daunting task of clearing debris and rebuilding infrastructure. The sound of machinery became a symbol of progress and resilience. The road to recovery would be long and challenging, but the people of Florida were determined to rebuild their lives and their communities. Together, they faced the future with hope and strength, knowing that unity would pave the way to a brighter tomorrow. Section 7. Lessons learned. Preparing for the next storm. Hurricane Milton served as a stark reminder of the importance of hurricane preparedness. It highlighted the need for individuals, families, and communities to have a plan in place before disaster strikes. The storm underscored the importance of heeding evacuation orders, having an emergency kit readily available, and knowing the safest places to seek shelter. The storm also emphasized the need for stronger building codes in hurricane-prone areas. Many homes and businesses that were built to withstand high winds and flooding fared much better than older structures. The lessons learned from Hurricane Milton will undoubtedly lead to improvements in building practices and emergency preparedness measures, helping to mitigate the impact of future storms. Section 8. The Spirit of Florida, Stronger Than Ever. In the face of adversity, the people of Florida displayed remarkable resilience and strength. They came together to support one another, offering a helping hand and words of encouragement. Neighbors helped neighbors clear debris, sharing tools and resources. Volunteers cooked meals for those who had lost their homes. The spirit of community was evident in the days, weeks and months following the storm. People found solace in shared experiences, drawing strength from one another's determination. Hurricane Milton may have tested their resolve, but it did not break their spirit. If anything, it made them stronger, more united and more determined than ever to rebuild their lives and their communities. Section 9, a call to action, standing together. The aftermath of Hurricane Milton is a reminder that we are all connected. When disaster strikes one community, it affects us all. It is a call to action, urging us to stand together in solidarity with those who have been impacted by this devastating storm. There are many ways to help. We can donate to reputable relief organizations, volunteer our time and resources, or simply offer words of support and encouragement to those who have lost so much. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, can make a difference in the lives of those struggling to recover from this disaster. Section 10, Hope on the Horizon, a brighter tomorrow. The road to recovery from Hurricane Milton will be long and challenging, but amidst the devastation, there is hope. The human spirit is resilient. The people of Florida, known for their strength and determination, will rebuild their lives and their communities. Scars from the storm will remain etched into the landscape and the memories of those who lived through it. But from the rubble will rise a renewed sense of purpose, a deeper appreciation for life, and an unbreakable bond of community. The sun will rise again over Florida, casting its warm rays on a state determined to emerge from the darkness stronger than ever before.